Good evening, Roberto Zúñiga. Good evening, Roberto. Can you hear me? Good evening, Francisco. Good evening, Francisco. Gaitán.
Good evening.
How are you, Francisco?
Everything fine, thank you. And you?
Okay, good. Are you at home?
Yes.
Okay. We also have Roberto that he's having problem with his microphone. Roberto, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher, can I hear you? And
Okay,
you?
I can hear you. How are you, Roberto?
Fine, but with problem, teacher.
What's the problem?
I am. Today I going to receive the English class with my cell phone because since 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. I don't have internet. I talked to Tigo and told me,
Roberto, your microphone?
hello,
Yes? You were saying that you called
I,
Tigo again?
I have problem with Tigo. They don't have they have problem or fault with the internet system.
Oh, that's too bad. Maybe there are other people with the same problem because in mine it is 707 and you are only 3. That may happen to other people too. Okay, so don't worry, Roberto, I understand. So we also have,
Contigo,
what do you say, Francisco?
uh, everybody with connection Tigo have problems.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is going to be difficult today. I have problem with my cell phone. Okay, there is another person saying that has problem with internet too. Um, well, so maybe they can do it from their cell phones. All right. So we have David over there. Good evening, David.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you?
Fine, and you?
Good. Thanks for asking. How was your day, David? Easy? Difficult?
Easy, and it's my day off.
So that's why you said easy.
Yeah,
Good, because when
I
I
go to the I go to the how do you say bypass
the new one.
of
Your
yeah.
city. So you go or you went?
I went
Okay.
I
Good.
went on there.
Good. Some
It's a
people say
good
that
it's a good
it's a good road
yeah a good drawing as you
view.
yeah.
Okay. Good.
Interesting.
Okay. Do you take any pictures?
I don't take the picture
I
because
I
my phone
don't.
is
I don't or I didn't.
Didn't.
Exactly, I
I
didn't
didn't
because that
take the
happened in the
picture.
past. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Thank you. We also have Omar. Good evening, Omar.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you doing?
Mm,
How are you doing? How are you?
Okay, sorry, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Omar, have you ever been to the bypass that goes to Surf City?
Uh, no, teacher, I
No.
don't have. No, I, I haven't yet.
Perfect. Perfect, Omar. So that was the answer that I was expecting. Good. I haven't been there either. So not yet, but maybe later. Good, Omar, because right now I think that it's crowded because it is new. So many people are going, they go to take a picture and like that. But it's good.
Uh,
So we also have Juan Ramirez. Good evening, Juan Ramirez.
Good evening.
How are you, Juan?
Fine, thank you. Uh, I tired.
Can you repeat it, Juan? Juan, can you repeat?
I tired. Tired.
Tired.
Yes.
Why, Juan?
Uh, Today, drive, right?
Today, what do you say? Juan? Today? Can you repeat what you said, Juan?
Drive. Today, drive the long distance.
Oh, you drove in the past.
I drove.
You
Excuse me.
drove a long
I drove
distance, or you drove for a long
distance.
distance.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, from which place to what place do you drive?
Uh, then my work, the airport, but the visiting my mom in Zacatecoluca City, the return in the San Salvador.
Okay, so from work to Zacatecoluca and then to San Salvador.
Yes, the morning in my work, I drove, but finally my journal, visiting my mom in Zacatecoluca City, uh, then return to San Salvador.
Okay, good. Have you ever driven for 24 hours non-stopping? Like you only go to the gas station maybe because you want to go to the restroom? Have you ever driven for 24 hours? Have you ever in your life? That is a question. Have you ever driven for 24 hours? One? Yes or no?
No, I don't.
No, teacher, no.
Okay. So, what do you say, Francisco?
Me too, I don't.
You have never driven for 24 hours.
For 24 hours, no.
Maybe when you go to Guatemala, maybe you can travel for about 24 hours. Or sometimes you travel maybe not 24 hours, but one day, like from the morning until midnight, could be. Some days you do it when you are busy. Have you ever done that,
I went to
Francis?
I went to Honduras, but I know driving.
You didn't drive.
I like my passenger.
So you didn't drive, you were only the passenger. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is our objective for today. Exactly what you have been saying. Our objective is to talk about experience. So David started this conversation saying that he went to the new bypass today. So he was telling us his experience going to the bypass. And then I asked the rest of you if you have ever been to that place. I wanted to know your experience, but you said that you haven't. And I haven't done it either. So then we move to the next. experience that we were saying, and that experience was driving because Juan said that he drove a long distance today. So this is what we got for today. We are going to talk about experience, or in other words, we are going to describe your experience, something that you have had, something that you have done. Now let's see. If you remember yesterday, we were talking about present perfect. So we saw it yesterday for actions that they started in the past and probably continues in the present, or probably they finished in the past. And that was what we had yesterday. So today we will use again the present perfect, but to describe experience that you have had similar to the ones that you were telling me. Yes? Now let's start with Roberto Zuniga. Roberto, do you remember the structure when you use present perfect? What was the structure for the present perfect?
Excuse me, teacher. Yes, I remember.
Mhm.
Was subject plus auxiliary verb have or has plus verb in past participle and complement.
Perfect, Roberto. So that means that you studied yesterday, or probably you have a good memory and you remember exactly what we checked yesterday. Good. And that is exactly the structure that you have to know about present perfect. You start with the subject, then you need the auxiliary. That auxiliary is going to be have or has. When do you use have, Juan Ramirez, and when do you use has? Because in present perfect, you use have
Uh,
or has as an auxiliary, not as a verb.
okay. This case they have they use the singular noun. For example, she, it, and use the have, he, they, you.
Okay, good, Juan. You're saying that has is for singular, could be, or has is for the third person. He, she, and it. Yes, he, she, and it. Only for he, she, and it, you use has. Then for the rest, for I, we, you, and they, you use have. And then you're saying that you need the past participle of the verb. And we were saying yesterday that we have three categories. The first one is the verb in the present, the second one is the verb in the past, and the other one is the verb in the past participle. And your homework was to study or to memorize or to sing um, the past participle of a verb. And this is what you were saying. Present perfect is have or has, depending on the subject, plus the past participle of the verb, and then the complement. So I can ask Roberto Zuniga. Roberto Zuniga, what is the past of go? The past, the simple past.
When
Perfect. And the past participle?
gone, gone,
Okay. Perfect.
gone, teacher.
That's the past participle, gone. Now, Francisco Gaitan. Drink is the present. What is the past?
Which is the verb
Can you repeat it? The simple past?
for what
Or
verb?
drink.
I
Drink. Drink is the present.
drink. Oh,
Mhm.
drunk. Drunk. I don't know.
Drunk is the past participle. But what is the simple past?
I don't remember drunk.
You only change one letter.
Yeah, drunk
Uh-huh.
or drunk.
So you have drink in the present, drank in the past, and drunk in the past participle. Good. Juan Ramirez, if you say see, What is the past? Simple past. Juan Ramirez? Well, I guess you have problem with connection. Let's see. Well, he's back.
Excuse me, teacher, excuse me.
Yes. If I say see in the present, what is the past? What is the past of the verb see?
I listen it. Ah, sí. Eh,
Don't look at your cell phone. Just tell me.
so,
Huh. So is the past. Now, what is the past participle? What is the past participle? Okay, so someone helped you over there. The past participle is seen. Yes. So this is what
sí,
we're
sí. Okay.
seen with n at the end. Seen. So you have see, so, and seen. So this is what we are going to do a little bit. We are going to check how to use the present perfect, and we will practice some verbs too. So let's get started. Here you have to help me choose the best option. You have to give me the auxiliary and the verb. So let's see the verbs that we have around that guide. Let's start with David. Can you read the verbs that you have around that guide, David?
The fell, right, tell,
Feel.
lost, have. Feel, right, tell, lost, have.
Is that lost in the past or lose in the present?
Lost,
Uh,
burn, and lose.
this is lose. Lost
Uh,
is the past. Okay, so you say,
lose.
can you repeat them, David?
Feel,
Mm-hmm.
right,
Mm-hmm.
tell, lose, have.
Perfect. Now, next one, Omar. Here, Omar.
Work,
Good. Next one.
sell,
Good.
forget,
Good.
speak,
Good.
fall,
Good.
meet,
Perfect. Next one, Nancy.
Win,
Mm-hmm.
eat,
Mm-hmm.
be,
Mm-hmm.
drink,
Perfect. Next one, Joshua.
Get,
Good.
see,
Mm-hmm.
live,
Good.
spend,
Good.
break,
And the last one, that was the beginning.
feel,
Perfect.
feel.
Okay, so here you have a sentence. In this sentence, you have to choose the auxiliary plus the verb in the past participle. So the auxiliary is in one of these verbs. You know that the auxiliary for the present perfect. And then you give me the past participle of the verbs. So let's start with, let's see, Roberto. How do you complete that sentence? Look at the picture and tell us what you need in order to complete that sentence.
Brian has lost his first tooth.
Perfect. So Roberto is using have, in this case the auxiliary that will be has, and then lose in the past participle that is lost. Perfect. So you would say, Brian, can you read it? Roberto?
Excuse me, teacher.
Can you read it, please?
Ah, Brian has lost his first tooth.
Perfect. Next one. Let's see. Francisco. Francisco Gaitan. How do you complete it? Francisco Gaitan.
Yes, teacher. Let me think for a while.
Look at the
I don't know
picture.
the meaning of pulsa.
Trousers. Trousers are like jeans or pants.
Okay. Okay.
So how do you complete it?
I think I have to forget my culture.
Okay, but you need to use the past participle of a verb. Remember? You say have.
Forgotten.
Oh, perfect. So can you repeat it?
I think I have forgotten my culture.
Perfect. Next one, David.
Is
David.
sería Bon and Sue
Mhm.
have just
Have
just
just.
have
Yes. Have just.
Bo and Sue have just wait, wait get married.
But get is the present. You don't use the
Yeah,
present.
yeah.
You need to change
It's
it to the past participle.
mm, get it,
It's not getting. It is gotten.
got it,
So can you
got
repeat
it.
it?
Bo and C have just got it married.
Perfect. You can say got or you can say gotten. In the case of get, the past participle has two options. Good.
Okay.
Next one, Stanley. Look at the picture. Stanley?
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
Okay. You tell me the auxiliary and then the verb in the past participle.
Okay. It's the second time this week that Granny has
Mhm.
has won a game of bingo.
Perfect. So you use the auxiliary have, in this case has, and then the past participle of the verb win that Stanley said won. Perfect. Next one, Nancy. When you see your best friend crying, you can ask this question. What is it, Nancy?
Who has broke your heart again?
What is the past participle of the verb?
Um,
You said break is the present.
Broken.
Bro, oh, perfect. Now, can you repeat it?
Who has broken your heart again?
So, this is something that you can ask your best friend when you see her crying. Who has broken your heart again? Yes? Good. Next one, Joshua.
He has fell in love with the new girl in his class.
Feel is I feel sick, I feel good, and like that.
Uh-uh.
Or you want to say,
Fall.
fall. But fall is the
Fall.
present. What would be the past participle?
Fell.
Fell is the past.
Fell. Fallen.
You're
Feeling.
you're close. It is fallen.
I'm
So can you
falling.
repeat?
Okay. He has fallen in love with the new girl in his class.
Girl.
Girl.
Perfect. So this is what happened to him. He has fallen in love with a new girl. When did the situation happen? We don't know. We are just describing that he has fallen in love, but we don't know when. Next one, Francisco Spire. Look at the picture and tell us what happened. Francisco Spire. Francisco. I think that he's driver. Lisette, are you there? Lisette. No? Okay, last one would be, let's see who has not, well, David. How do you complete it?
I have
Hmm?
mm, I have oh
We have what?
wait.
After you pay the bills, after you pay the rent of your house, what do you say? You have no money,
Mm,
son.
yeah, the money and uh, I have lost
Maybe, maybe.
lot
It could be I have lost all my money.
all
Another
my
option,
money,
guy?
all my money. And another option is sell.
No, can you sell your
No,
money?
no. Yeah.
If you go to a
Spend.
pupuseria, spend,
Spend.
spend. In the past
I
participle,
spent.
perfect.
Mm,
Now, how do you say it, David?
I have spent all my money.
Good. So you say, I have spent all my money, but you're not saying when the situation happened. Yes? And this is how we use present perfect. But today, we are going to change it a little bit. How are we going to change it? We are going to talk, as you heard at the beginning of the class, we are going to use it to describe experience. Yes? What kind of experience you had? And we have a common question that we can use when we talk about experience. And I'm going to share right now what that question is. You will see it in different series, movies. You can also read it on newspapers or interviews. In interviews, when you have famous people, it is very common to have these kind of questions. So this is the question. The question is, have you ever, and we are talking about experience. And what's the meaning of have you ever? Have you ever is like if you want to say, if you have that experience, if you have had that experience at least one day in your life. You don't say, have you one time in your life lost your money? No. You don't say, have you one time in your life? You say, have you ever? Because you want to know the experience of the other person. And we have some examples over here. Let's see. Roberto, can you read it, please?
Have you ever seen a play by William Shakespeare?
Good. Now I ask you, Roberto, the same question. Have you ever seen a play by William Shakespeare? A play is like the one in the
No,
picture.
no, I have never seen a play by William
Perfect.
Shakespeare.
Perfect. I have never seen a play. Good. Thank you. What about David? Have you ever seen a play by William Shakespeare?
Theater.
Yes. Have you ever seen one?
Have you ever seen a theater?
No, this is my question. Have you ever, this is a question, it's not for the answer. Have
Yeah,
you
yeah,
ever
yeah.
seen a play by William Shakespeare? Roberto said, no, I have never seen a play. What about you? Have you
No,
ever
I
seen a play?
have never seen a play.
You haven't either. Okay. Joshua, have you ever seen a play by William Shakespeare?
No, I never uh, seen a play with by William Shakespeare.
Okay. I've can be the contraction of I have, but you always mention it. I've never seen. Good. Next one, Stanley. We have next question. The next question is, sorry, this one. Have you ever ridden? Have you ever ridden this kind of games or this kind of rides?
Yes, I have reading
Rides.
this time of March.
Rides?
Yeah,
Rides
right.
or games, you can say. Good. So Stanley has that experience. In my case, big one like that one, never. But when I was a kid, probably the small ones. Good. Adolfo, next one. Let me see. Have you ever have you ever traveled in a double-decker bus similar to the one that you have in the picture?
No, I have never traveled in a double decker bus.
Perfect. So you don't have that experience. Let's see next person. Omar, have you ever eaten English food like the one that you have in the picture?
Yes, I have English.
Good. So he has that experience too. Nancy, let's see this one. Have you ever been to a football match or to a soccer match?
No, I have never been in a football match.
Really? In school, helping
Ah, yes, at
or
school,
supporting your
but
classmates?
not as an stadium.
Oh, so you have never been to a stadium?
No.
Good. Thank you, Nancy. Next one. Let's see who's over there. Francisco Spire, are you there? I think he isn't. Juan, have you ever stolen money? Have you ever stolen money? Steal is a present, stole is a past, stolen is the past participle. So, have you ever stolen money, Juan?
No, teacher. I have never stole the money.
Stolen money.
Stolen.
It is like
Stolen
this.
money.
It is like this. Stolen money. Probably when you were a kid, you went to the store to buy something and then you returned with the change, but probably the change was 75 cents and you returned only 25 cents. So if that happened to you, you have stolen money. Good. So as you can see, we are talking about experience and we are going to practice this. So I need that you go to Schoology. How are we going to practice it? Well, in Schoology, you're going to find in week number 3 that there is a part that says Guía de Trabajo. So you access there and you're going to find the guide. You click on it, you download the file, and when you download the file, you're going to find a link. You open the file, you find the link, you click on the link, and later you're going to get this. You go to the website and you will get this. And it says, have you ever? And there you have in parentheses the verb that you need to use in the past participle to complete the question. So let's see, Adolfo, how would you complete number 1?
Um, have you ever
Mhm.
tried
How do you spell it?
bungee jumping? The verb in the past participle
Yes, how do you spell it?
is
Mhm.
T R I A D.
Like this. You told me AD.
T R A.
That is A.
mm,
Do you mean E?
no, E. Yes,
Okay, so
I
can you
forget
repeat it?
it. T R I E D.
Perfect. Now, could you read the question again?
And have you ever tried bungee jumping?
Good, thank you. So in this case, the verb is regular because you have ed. Let's see the second one, Roberto Zúñiga. How would you complete it?
Have you ever won
Good. Can
a
you
large
complete
sum
all?
of money in a lottery? In a lottery.
Good, Roberto.
Have you
Good.
ever won? Say,
I guess someone has a microphone on.
excuse me, teacher.
No, it was good. What you were saying was good, Roberto. So, have you ever
Okay,
won a large sum of money in a lottery? Good. So,
okay,
in this case, the
thank you.
verb is regular or irregular. Omar? Omar. Is the verb regular or irregular?
Regular, teacher.
Perfect. Yes. Easy because you don't have ed. So, this is regular. Irregular. So you complete them all, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, until you get to number 24. When you finish, you will click here where it says finished. You click there and you will have two options. Number 1 says check the answers, and number 2 says send your answers to your teacher. So what are you going to do? You will click on the first one, check my answers. So you click there and you will get the score. So you go to the top and you will see the score over there. Obviously, I got only one because there are 24 exercises and I only completed two. But in your case, you will get a score over there. Now, complete it in pairs and you will upload it to Schoology and you will write your names, the name of the two of you who worked to complete this activity. So now let's see who you're going to work with. Who's using a computer right now? Computer? Stanley, Nancy, Juan? Only three. Okay. Francisco, are you using a computer? Francisco Gaitán?
Yes, I have the computer. I'm using the computer, but the computer is just for the school and the class I receive on my cell phone.
Uh-huh. So you cannot project it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Adolfo, are you using a computer? Adolfo?
Yes, teacher.
So
Yes,
only
I
Adolfo,
use the
Stanley, and
computer.
Nancy. Now, Felix, are you at work?
Good evening, teacher,
Good evening,
everybody.
Felix.
I I driving overtime at work.
So you had
This
overtime.
moment, yes, I'm this moment I driving my home.
I'm driving to my
I
home.
driving to my home.
Okay, no
Sorry.
problem. So we are going to make it bigger. We are going to do it, let's see, 5 groups of 4. So groups of 4. First one, in the first group, we are going to have Stanley, because he has a computer, with Roberto Zuniga, Omar, and Francisco Spire. So I repeated, Stanley, Roberto Zuniga, Omar, and Francisco Spire. In the next one, Adolfo has a computer with David. Felix will be listening to you. And Francisco Aitan. In the next one, Joshua, Juan Ramirez, Lisette, and Nancy. So, what are you going to do? Work in groups. The person that has the computer is the one that is going to project the image. You complete it, and once you complete it, you upload it to Schoology and you write your names over there. So enter right now, and I want to hear you speaking in English and also giving your answers, helping your classmates, not only listening to what they are saying. Yes? So enter right now.
But I had a little problem with the computer because I need to up, up, uploading to the new actualization.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you uploading that?
Yeah, uh, actualizar. The computer
Yeah.
needs actualization. Then
I,
I need to.
I need to update my computer.
Okay. Update.
Who will project?
Teacher, I have problem. I have problem with the Schoology. I can access,
You are right.
still access.
You are right. I would send it to the WhatsApp group so that you can access. Or I will send you the link here. Better. I will send you the link here.
Yes.
Mm, There's the link. So there you can access. Can you see it, Stanley?
Give me a minute. Yeah.
It's in the chat, Stanley.
Yes.
When you finish it, take a screenshot and add your names. Probably you can send it here in Zoom, and one of your classmates can upload it to Schoology so you can access.
Yes, okay.
Or
Teacher,
you
but I try to the website to Schoology. No, don't work for me.
it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you will create another user, and that would be the solution. Because if you never get the email, so it's better to create another one. But the problem is for the exercises that you have completed. But I would tell you after class what we're going to do.
Okay.
We can start. Work together.
Okay. Start.
No sé por qué no me deja entrar.
I
Ya
will
le puse
I will
cable.
send you the link here in the chat so that you can access.
Ok, teacher.
Dime. ¿De cuál número? No sé nada de eso. Ah, no, no sabía nada de eso.
I don't know why no open the Schoology.
No, Adolfo, I send you the
Yes.
link for the website here in the
Okay.
chat. Here in the chat, open the
Okay.
chat. You will see the link and access.
Okay. Yes. Aquí está.
When you finish it, you take the screenshot, you send it to the WhatsApp group, or you
Okay.
upload it to Schoology, one of the options.
Ay.
La abriste muchas veces.
Regular. No, but it's leave the
Leave.
thing. I don't know. What is the same?
Leave. Levantar, leave.
I don't know. Leave.
Leave.
I think it's the verb regular, lifted.
With ED.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever seen? Have you?
S E.
W
Mm-hmm.
plus letter N. No. S E letter E. W
Mm-hmm.
N. Letter N.
Soup.
Yes.
Lamb chop.
No, letter N. Letter N.
And
N.
N.
Yes.
sorry, a question. In the picture 6 is with letter A, run. I think that
Wrong.
is run. It's in past
No.
participle. It's past.
Remember. Room is present. Run is past. Room past participle.
Okay, thank you.
Exactly. Only the pronunciation. It is run, present, ran, past, and run, past participle.
Yes.
Now check the spelling for the verb see because it is not.
Okay. Have you ever like like
Live. Yeah. Regular verb.
have you ever
Rum. Rum.
from from
Rum.
from
Oh,
No. Rum is letter A.
no.
You.
no,
Room.
it's the same, it's the same.
The pronunciation is run, but the verb
Uh-huh.
is with you.
With you. Rum. You.
From
Yeah.
have you ever
Sing. Have you ever seen?
seen ever seen
Sing. SIW.
have you ever prepare prepare
Prepared. Tundi.
prepare
Yeah,
prepare
correct.
Which one? Prepare. Yes, it's regular.
yes
Have you ever participated?
practice
D. Practice. D. Ballet.
practice
SED.
Oh, it was live.
Yes, Lee.
D
Live.
with D
ED. ED.
and 10 type with D.
Mhm. ED. What is the score?
I don't know.
What happened, teacher? What happened in the score? Missing.
Did you click on finished?
Yes.
Go down, scroll down. Well, you have only one, two, three. Scroll
3
down.
mistakes.
How many mistakes?
3.
Three.
3
So
mistake.
24 minus 3, so you have 21. 21 divided by 24, you got 8.8. 8 point,
Night. Approximately night.
approximated to 9. Okay, so take a screenshot of this and you can upload it to Schoology. And you put over there 8.8 in your names.
Okay.
Do you take the screenshot, Nancy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you click on refresh right now? Maybe you get the score.
Hmm? Sorry.
Can you click on refresh
Fresh.
just to see if you get the score? No, you have it again. But
No.
now, but
Yes.
now you have the picture, so don't worry.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if it worked. Okay, now send it to Schoology.
You can add other D, please. I think there is double D.
Double D, right then.
Yes, with double D. Right then. It's okay.
Either have you ever get got?
Reading.
You can
Read.
put got or gotten.
God or Goren. Yes, with Goren with double T.
Double T.
Like that.
No,
Go.
Goren.
Goat. Goat como is the
Yes,
yeah.
it's okay.
Got it.
Dance. There is only other
Letter D.
dance. Yeah,
Plus letter D. Plus letter D.
only T. Dance. Taking. In that case, only other N. Taken.
And
You ever feed food? Feed. I think that is feed.
Fed.
I don't know what is that. Feed.
I remember with one D.
Exactly.
One E.
ED.
Only one letter E.
Feed.
like that.
Yes.
Fed.
Yes.
And the meaning is to give food.
Feed.
Have you ever fed bears in the park? Yes.
Feed.
Have you ever taken?
So when you finish it, you click on finish
Yes.
and you will get the score.
Okay.
Can we check it one time? Fly. And
The
the picture
letter 4.
4 is fly with I.
Have you ever get?
Get it. Espérame.
Go. Got. Got. Have you ever got?
Got, yeah, got.
But the 22,
Danced.
regular verb.
Then
And
said. Yes. Have you ever taken?
taken.
Taken. Taken. And the last one. Have you ever feel?
Taken.
Fail. Just one E and D. F-E-E.
F
No.
E-L-T.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Sorry,
it's correct.
Yes.
No. L?
No, it's correct. Fell. Only
You
one
were,
E.
but feel is
L-T.
like it. So
L.
for
L-T. F. F.
estás
D.
equivocado. Vos estás diciendo felt. pero fake es para otro verbo.
That is
Este es
Ajá.
alimentar.
this
Ya
is the
dice for
verb
feed.
feed,
Ajá.
baby. Feed, no feel.
Ajá.
This is
Why?
the
Yes,
verb
the verb is feed. Feed.
feed, and the verb feed means to give food. That is
Yes.
the meaning of feed. The one that you're saying felt is the past of the verb feel with feel.
Yeah, fair.
But this is feed,
Uh,
fed.
correct.
So now
Yeah.
check the answers and upload it to Schoology. If you can't, send it to the WhatsApp group and maybe one of your classmates can upload it.
Okay. Okay, check the answers. Okay. If I can find it. Okay. Okay, check the answer. You are okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the score,
Okay. Right now. No sale. No salió.
De la L.
Night.
okay.
Okay.
What?
But why? I have 10 of 10.
Okay. Wait.
I have 10 of 10. What happened?
It
Is
shows in the number 11.
and another only
Okay.
one bad.
No.
Oh.
Typing error.
Typing error.
Yeah, but I have 10 of 10.
Down. Only two.
Only two.
Exactly.
Yeah. But number 16 is typing error.
Take a picture. Take a picture of it and send it to the group, or maybe you can upload it right now.
Okay.
Teacher,
And
can I upload it? I have the 10 of 10.
Only one of you is going to upload it, and you have to write the names of your classmates. Type your names.
Okay.
You upload only the picture, and then you say, okay, David,
Adolfo, Francisco, and Felix.
well, Felix is just here, but you can add him.
Okay.
Now let's go back to main session.
Okay.
Thread, the same thread or truth
So I heard
throwing.
to some of the groups that you all were participating, and that was good because you were helping your classmate. Some of you thought that the verb was feel and it was feed. Some of you didn't know the meaning of the verb, but one of your classmates told you, and that was good. So that is the intention. Now, according to the scores, you are excellent because you got 9 as a minimum score. Then some of you got 9.8, I guess. Nancy, you got 8 point, 8 point something. I don't remember exactly, but like that.
Approximity teacher 2.9.
Almost 9. Okay, almost 9. So that's a way that you ask questions with have you ever? Easy and simple. As you could notice, the most important is to know the verb in the past participle. Because if you don't know it, you don't ask the question. So
Yeah.
that's the main idea. You need to know the verbs. David?
Teacher, when I ask, have you ever? My answer, the verb in past or in past participle.
Thank you, David. That is what we are going to take right now. Thank you. So the question that David has is exactly what we are going to do right now. The question
Ah,
is,
okay.
have you ever tried bungee jumping? If you have, you will tell me, yes, I have tried bungee jumping. If it is negative, no, I have never or I haven't. I have never or I haven't. Why not I haven't never? Because never is negative. So you only say I have never tried bungee jumping or I haven't tried bungee jumping. Now, what happened if you have and you want to tell us your experience? Because if you only say yes, I have, you are not telling us your experience. If you really want to give more information and you want to tell us what happened, you say only the short answer and then you give extra information. Short answer and then extra information. The extra information can be in the past because you will tell us what happened. The short answer, yes, I have, because that is a question for the present perfect. So I can ask Joshua, have you ever tried bungee jumping? Joshua?
No, I never.
I
I
never
never tried.
or I have never.
I have never tried bungee jumping,
Bungee jumping.
bungee jumping.
Perfect. So in this case, he doesn't have the experience, but probably he has the experience number 3. Joshua, have you ever planted a tree in your garden?
Yes, I have planted tree in my garden.
Okay, so he said, yes, I have planted a tree in the garden, and that is correct. But now we want to know about your experience. Tell us more about that experience. What happened? You can tell us when, you can tell us why, how, and you use the past. Because the answer for the present perfect is at the beginning. Yes, I have. Or yes, I have planted a tree. That is the answer for the present perfect. And then you continue with the simple past because now you're going to tell us when the situation happened, what happened, how the situation happened, and why. I will give you an example. David, ask me question number 1.
Have you ever tried bungee jumping?
Yes, I have. That is my short answer. Now I want to give you more information. That information will be when, why, how, where, and like that. So I say, yes, I have. Short answer. Now I will give you more information. I went to San Francisco last year. So I went to a place that had this kind of activities and I tried with some of my cousins. It was really interesting, and that was last year. Yes? I'm giving information. Teacher, you're using the simple past. Yes. My answer was yes, I have. That was the answer. The rest of information is extra information because I'm just giving details about what happened, when, why, where, and like that. Yes? Now I will choose another person. Let's see. Who likes seafood? Juan Ramirez, do you like seafood? Do you like seafood? Like shrimps, fish, octopus, crabs?
Octopus.
Excuse me, teacher, excuse me, sorry.
Do you like seafood? Seafood. Do you like seafood? Like
Yes,
fish?
teacher.
Oh, okay, perfect. Now, next question. Have you ever prepared seafood for dinner?
Yes, I have.
Hmm.
I I eat the past day
Eight.
ate. I ate potato fish
Mhm.
in yes in yesterday in dinner.
Try to give more information. Yesterday and
And yesterday I visit the new restaurant in my neighborhood.
perfect.
This prepare potato fry.
Okay, so someone else prepared it, but it's okay. Good. So the answer is yes, I have. So you are saying that you have that experience. Only that? Yes, I have. I have that experience. Or I have experienced that. Then the rest is extra information. I would type here the questions that you need to answer when you give extra information. In that extra information, you can tell us when the situation happened. You can tell us where the situation happened, why you did it, and how. Yes? First, yes, I have is the answer for the question. Then the rest that you give as information is extra information because you want to tell us about it. Now, once again, Roberto Zúñiga, have you ever lost money? Have you ever lost money?
Yes, I have.
Perfect. Now tell us what happened. Give us more information, Roberto. Roberto Zúñiga. I guess his cell phone is not recognizing the mic.
I have problem with my microphone, but I am ready. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I remember the last week when I was to the supermarket. First, I lost my, I don't know how to say that, list of something when I had
Your
to
shopping list.
buy
Shopping list.
my shopping list. I think I lost my shopping list. But when I found my shopping list, I didn't find my money. I asked me, hey, where is the money? I don't know. I don't remember. I was looking for that, but maybe 20 minutes later, I found the money in my car floor. Yes, and I found.
Good
But
for you
was a
because you
terrible.
found it. Good for you
Yes,
because you
but
found it.
at the beginning, I lost that.
Yes, you're right. You lost it for some seconds or some minutes. Minutes,
Yes,
minutes, but
but
minutes.
I discovered that by when I was in front of the
Cashier.
shit. Yes, and I let me a moment because I don't have money. I going to. And
To
that
return.
moment I told her, yes, I going to lose my money. and I
Well,
found that.
okay, thank you, Roberto. So as you can see, Roberto is giving a lot of details about what happened. And this is possible. Why? Because the answer was short. Yes, I have. And the rest is extra information. So he only said, yes, I have. Extra information, he can say whatever he wants. What happened, when, how, and why. When did it happen? He mentioned it. Why? He said it too. Where? He said that it was in a market. How? He said that he doesn't remember, but then he found the money. How? It was in the car. So this is what you're going to do. Now, what happened if you don't have the experience? So you would say, no, I haven't. No, I haven't. And if you don't have experience, you cannot tell us about when, how, why. It's impossible because you don't have the experience. But to practice today, we are going to change it a little bit. You're not going, you have to give me information if you have the experience. If you have the experience, tell us about it. You say, yes, I have, and then you tell us all the information that you want to share. If you don't have the experience, if you don't have the experience, so then you will say, no, I haven't, but then you tell us the experience that one person that you know had. For example, have you ever lost money? No, I haven't. But my sister lost $200 last week. She went to a gas station to get some gas, and when she returned home, she didn't have the $200. So she thinks that she left the $200 next to the bump, just like that. You don't have the experience, but you are telling about someone else's experience. And if you have the experience, tell us what happened. Is it clear? Yes? Okay, what are you going to do? You will work in pairs. You will work in pairs, and I will send you the questions. For example, let's say that Felix is working with Adolfo. So I will send you, have you ever cheated on an exam? You will say no, but I guess you have. So this is the question. Have you ever cheated on an exam? Have you ever cheated on an exam? In other words, have you ever copied, maybe from a notebook or one of your classmates, things like that? Have you ever cheated on an exam, Nancy?
Yes, I have.
Now
I
tell us
have
your
cheated an
experience. When?
exam.
Uh-huh.
I have cheated an exam at university. I don't know in which what do you say, materia?
Subject.
I don't remember which was the subject,
Okay.
but my score was 9.
Well, at least you got 9. Good. Let's see. Felix, have you ever cheated on an exam?
Yes, I didn't the note in my notebook.
Okay, I will repeat it because I guess you were not here in class, Felix. So the question is, have you ever, I want to know about your experience. If you have done this one day in your life, have you had that experience? Have you ever cheated on an exam? So you will answer yes or no. Those are the two options that you have. You will say yes or no. If it is positive, yes, I have. If it is negative, no, I haven't. Yes? Now, if
Okay.
you had the experience, if you had the experience for real, so you have to tell me what happened. You have to tell me when the situation happened. You have to tell me why and how the situation happened. If you tell me no, I haven't, maybe you can tell me about one of your friends, about one of your family members, but you always answer when, where, why, how, and the rest. So I
Okay.
ask you, Felix, have you ever cheated on an exam?
Yes, I I haven't. Um,
Yes, I have.
for the um, how many bachillerato,
High school.
high school, and the um, subject uh, mathematics notebook.
Okay, maybe you need to organize better your ideas and you say, okay, yes, I have. When I was in high school, I had a math exam and I cheated on the exam because I got the information or I got the answers from my notebook. I checked my notebook and I wrote all the answers and I got 10. You are telling me
Important
when?
information.
You are telling me when you were in high school? Where? In a class, in a math class. Why? You didn't say why because probably you didn't study. How? You checked the exam. You checked the notebook, sorry. So this is the way that you do it. Tell your experience. If you don't have the experience, tell about one brother, one sister, one friend that you have. So you say, no, I haven't. But my best friend cheated in all exams and he always got 10. He never was he was never discovered in the act, or he was never caught in the act. So teachers never realized that he cheated on every single exam. He was really smart, but to get information. Yes, and like that. So you're going to work in pairs. Now, who you're going to work with? I'm going to tell you right now. Let's see, Francisco Spire, are you there? Francisco? Francisco Spire, are you there? No, yes? Tell me. Well, I think he's still driving. Manuel, are you there? Lisette, can you participate, Lisette? Well, we have Adolfo in the number one, Adolfo and David in the number two, Francisco Gaitan and Juan Ramirez. In the next one, Nancy and Felix. In the next one, Joshua and Roberto Zúñiga. In the next one, Omar and Stanley. So the other three guys that are not answering, I think that they are still driving or working. So enter right now and ask the questions that I will send to your partner. Your partner will give you the answer, yes or no, and add extra information. Then your classmate asks you the same question and you add the extra information. So enter right now.
I saying the exercise.
Have you ever seen a rainbow?
Okay, don't.
Have you ever rainbow is arcoiris, right teacher?
Yes, different colors in the sky, so there is a rainbow.
Yes.
So tell your classmate.
Yeah.
Well, ask
A
David.
rain.
David has to give me information.
Okay, tell me.
Hey, David, David, have you ever seen a rainbow?
Rainbow, rainbow. What is meaning rainbow? Sorry.
Es arcoiris.
Yes, I have. When has a child, I view the rainbow
I see.
in in the
I
next
see.
rain. It's good. It's beautiful.
Mhm. When I
David,
was
it
a
is
child,
when I was
I
a
saw.
child,
Mhm.
not when I had.
Tell me.
Okay. When I has, if you say when I has, it's like if you have a kid. You don't have a kid. When I was a child, I saw a rainbow
When I was.
after a rain. It was in my house. Yes,
Mm,
things like
yes.
that. Now ask Adolfo. I need you practice more, David. Ask Adolfo.
Uh, we- Also, have you ever played soccer
No,
in
David.
yesterday?
The same question. The same question. Then in some minutes you're going to start asking your own question. But right now, the same question that I sent.
I don't understand. O sea,
You need to ask the same
Es
question that Adolfo
le
asked
das
you,
un,
David.
yeah, okay. However, how do you say arcoiris?
rainbow.
Rainbow. Start the
You
question
ever
Rainbow.
again.
seen
Repeat the question.
Have you ever see a rainbow?
Seen, no see.
Seen a rainbow?
Yes, I have. When, well, I don't remember exactly, but the last December, I remember so a rainbow.
Rainbow, rainbow. Okay. Next.
Yeah.
No. And have you ever forget an important birthday?
I didn't send forget. I sent forgotten, but no forget.
Okay.
You ever forget
What are you reading,
for
David?
have you ever forgetting
Forgotten. You don't have forget. You have
forgotten
e.
yeah forgotten
Okay, repeat it.
have have you ever forgotten the important birthday?
Yes, I have. Yes, I forgot the exactly day the birthday of my wife, but I I I I I, I say because the problem is at the beginning was we talking the we talking about the birthday, the our family birthday, and I say my brother the birthday of my brother is 30 my 30, and if, for example, and then I say, oh, my wife's birthday is my 30, but my wife the
Congratulations.
birthday is my wife is my 31. But in this moment I think that birthday is 30 my 30.
Okay, ask me.
And then she killed you,
Yeah,
though.
how would you ever,
Yeah.
yeah. And she only saw with a angry, and you, David, how would you ever forgotten an important birthday?
Yes, I for yes I have. I forgetting I forgotten gotten.
No, because now the short answer is yes, I have. Now the rest is simple past because you will tell us when,
Okay.
why, and the rest.
Okay. Yes, I have. Uh I forget
I forgot.
Forgot.
I forgot my grandmother's birthday. And and I gratulated the I congratulated her the next day, and my grandmother he has my grandmother told me the no problem, but and
Bring me a
is
present.
hungry, yeah, give me a
Speaking of
press,
it,
and I went to the breakfast. I invité,
invite in the past, invited.
invited a big
Okay, but
breakfast.
who invited? Who invited to whom?
I invited and my grandmother.
I invited my grandmother
I
to eat
invited
breakfast.
grandmother a big breakfast. Yeah.
Okay, good. Next one.
Have you ever received a present that you didn't like? Adolfo, have you
Eh,
ever received a present that you didn't like?
You dislike it to see of someone.
I like this here.
Dislike.
This,
Okay. Have you ever received a present that you dislike?
Juan Ramirez,
yes,
Francisco asked you, have you ever received a
yeah,
present
yeah,
that you didn't like?
yes. For example, yes, I have. Uh, I received the present that you did not like in the play in the friend secret, amigo secreto, friend secret,
Secret friend.
secret friend. For example, in my college, but in the receiving the present in the, for example, buying the Dollar City, for example, in the, I remember in the this case, no eraser in the price, please.
Do you finish one?
You me?
Do you finish?
Yes, he said yes.
Okay, what I heard is that you said that you received a present when you were in school. College is university. When you were
Okay.
in school, and it was very common, it is true. In the past, it was very common that you received probably some candies or maybe, I don't know, shampoo or things like that. So you only got that. They were necessary. Good. Now, next one. Have you ever found money? Have you ever found money? Ask your classmates and give the information.
Okay. Have you ever found money?
Um, I, 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 one, $120, and for for me, where and where and Metro, Met, I'm by Metro Centro, and the phone is good. Uh, the time use it. Uh, mm, the battery is good, resistant. And you?
For me, no, I haven't. But in September of last year, we went with my best friend we went to dinner, and my friend found $30 in the floor. With that money, we pay. What do you say? Factura. We pay the receipt or bill.
The quarantine.
Hmm?
The quarantine. The garantía.
No, factura.
Ah, okay.
No, Felix, the question is, have you ever found, not refund, not refund. We are talking about find. Sometimes you are walking on the street and you find $20 or $5, $1. So have you ever found money? Then Nancy is saying, I haven't, but one day my friend and I went to eat lunch or to eat breakfast at a restaurant, and she found $200 next to a chair on the floor. Yes. And with that money, she paid the check. If it is a restaurant, a check. Yes. So now, in your case, Felix, have you ever found money because your answer was not clear? So I need that you structure better your answer. So have you ever found money?
I I don't I don't found
Can you see
money.
the chat? Can you see
The
the chat over there that I sent? If you have an answer, if you have a positive answer and it is short, you say yes, I have. If the answer is
I
negative, you say no, I haven't. You don't say don't because don't is for routine situations that you do every day. I don't work every day. I don't play soccer every day. I don't study every day. So that is everyday routine. This is not about routine. This is about experience. So it's like if you ask this.
okay. The answer is no. I haven't. And
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
no,
And
I
then
haven't.
you give us
And
information because you don't have experience. Maybe a person that you know had that experience and you tell us about it. So once again, have you ever found money?
no, no, I haven't. And then my father, uh, yes, he have uh, and found $20 in the bus.
That was better, but it was short. You need to give information. You need to say, for example, when the situation happened, why the situation happened, how the situation happened, where the situation happened. You only said where, but you didn't say when, you didn't say why, you didn't say how he found the money. If I were you, I would say, let's imagine that you are asking me, okay, and then I say, no, I haven't, but my mother found $20 yesterday when she was at a bus stop. She saw the $20 bill on the ground. So she picked it up, she cleaned it, and then she went to buy at a supermarket to spend the money because she says that it's not a good idea to keep the money that you find on the street. I'm telling you when the situation happened yesterday. Why? Because she was at a bus stop. How did it happen? Oh, she was there at the bus stop. She saw the bill on the ground. She picked it up, she cleaned it, and she went to the supermarket. Where? At a bus stop. Now, give me the information, but with your own words about your father's experience. Once again, have you ever found money?
No, I haven't. Then my father found $20 on the bus. Uh, why? And the bus uh, finally good, stand up, and $20 on the ground, the seat,
Under the
and
seat.
under the seat, and 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 my father uh, $20 uh, pay the receipt, and
He paid the bills. He paid the bills.
uh, pay the
Okay,
bill. The
good. When you pay electricity, water, internet, cable, that is bill. Receipt is
okay,
what you receive when you buy in a store. Yes? Now, good, Felix. That
the
was better. That was better. The only thing is that you don't need to say when, why, how. No, in the information that you give, you include that information. Yes?
Okay.
Okay, now you can ask your classmate, why do I hear myself twice? Um, you can ask your classmate three questions. Same thing. Okay, Nancy, have you ever done this, this, and this, and this? So now it's free. You can ask your classmate whatever you want, but always using have you ever.
Okay.
Or maybe you can ask him, Nancy.
Um, have you ever I'm thinking.
Yes, Nancy?
Felix, you ever eaten Italian food?
Mm, yes, I. Yeah. Okay. Repeat the question, Nancy, please.
Have you ever eaten Italian food?
Yes, I could. And then restaurant. Uh, I I so remember you. Yes, I have. And there was in the restaurant. Uh, uh, Italian and no.
I remember in maybe 2001 I went and but I couldn't get the visa.
Okay.
But I remember maybe in 2004 was the first time when I got a visa for 1 year. Since that time, I I have getting visa.
You get the visa.
Yes, right now I got visa. Or I get visa.
Teacher, remember that we are here.
Okay. Hi, teacher. We're waiting for you.
Why are you waiting for me?
No, teacher, we are talking about that this platform psychology, and Stanley and me, we
Don't tell me that you have the same problem.
yeah, the
Not the same
platform is
problem, teacher. He can access,
No,
I
but
can
I don't know
access.
if the website is having problem right now. I think.
no, because I have it open.
Um,
Uh,
I have it fully open right
I
now.
try to log into the I try to log in the platform, and the school doesn't load in.
Really? No, but I can
Yeah,
access. I can access.
I gonna
Maybe
let me
after
see. I gonna
class we can check it because sometimes it depends on the things that you are doing at the same time. Yes?
when the
But if you
platform
can,
is Cuando la plataforma está sobrecargada, ¿qué pasa eso?
Yeah, maybe
I'm gonna share.
when you have more than one window open, it can happen. Yes. So try after class.
Ah,
Try after class. If it doesn't work, so then you tell me. But the only one that I know right now is Stanley. So don't tell me that you have problems too. Good.
no, it's the same
Okay, so
problem, but
let's go back to main session.
okay, thank you.
Okay, guys. So just to finish, summarizing the activity, I need, well, some of you were giving information perfectly. You were talking, you were giving extra information, you were talking about your experience. I entered to some groups and I heard you, and that was perfect. But some of you are still having problem to connect your ideas or to express your ideas. So if you still have problem to express your ideas, practice as much as possible. Yes, try to get vocabulary, because sometimes you don't say too many things because you don't have the words, you don't know the verbs, you don't know the words. So if you remember, I sent you to the WhatsApp group 3 applications that you needed to download the applications and they will help you. Someone has the microphone on, close the microphone. Uh, those applications will help you to get more vocabulary, to understand better when people are asking you. So download the applications and practice, probably 10 minutes every day. Yes, I guess you spend more time on Facebook. So take 10 minutes only for the application and you will see the progress in the next days. Yes. So right now I'm going to share the attendance. So you say present when you hear your name. First person, Felix.
Present.
Good, Felix. Joshua,
Present, present.
Marlon. Marlon is not here. Adolfo,
Present.
Nancy,
Present.
Omar,
Present.
David,
Present.
Francisco Gaitan. Well,
Present.
Constantino is not here. Stanley,
Present.
Edwin Mendez, Manuel. Well, Manuel was there. Juan,
Present, teacher, present.
Lisette is there. Francisco was here. And Roberto Zuniga.
Percentage.
Okay, so that's all for now, guys. Thank you for being there. I see you all tomorrow and have a good night. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.